One most important question you need to start asking your partners once you start dating them. Baby, are you open to divorce? Yes. Never say never, because in the generation that we are today, divorce can be your only option to being alive. So you better start having that conversation and that discussion. My name is Okoro Blessing in Kiruka, and I'm popularly known as Blessing CEO, your number one certified and most controversial relationship and mental expert. Divorce. Divorce is one thing we shy away from. At the mention of divorce, God forbid, it's not my portion. My marriage will work in Jesus' name. Don't say that. Enemy of progress. You don't want me to progress. They start to rabasaka. That is because a lot of people lack the true meaning of divorce. What's the meaning of divorce? Divorce simply means separation, when two people who have come together to get married say they don't want to marry again because of unresolved misunderstandings or differences. Instead of it to affect one another's life, mental health, or growth, let's go our separate ways and become better people. That is divorce. Divorce is better than dying in situations that you know that you don't have power over. A lot of people actually cling to this word in the Bible for better, for worse. That word for better, for worse, till death do us part, doesn't mean that you should die. For better, for worse simply means you are going to try. It doesn't mean you should stay in the marriage so that they can kill you. No. God didn't say you should allow a man to kill you, because he knows that a man cannot give you life. That is where divorce comes in. So when you start dating, when you start courting, when the relationship is so sweet, ask your partner, baby, are you open for divorce? What is that thing that is going to happen? Where are we going to get to in this relationship? Or if we get married in future, that will lead you to say you want to divorce me? What is your breaking point? What is that thing that would happen? You need to start talking about it. Because it is people who say God forbid the most that end up being victims of that thing that they forbid. I mean, they forbid or they forbidden. English is not so good in that place. So you need to have this open conversation. It's called difficult conversations that you need to start having in relationship, because most times the problem is most of you go into relationship and you are asking the wrong question. Ask the right question. Share your greatest fear with your partner. Face it together and understand how the both of you can handle it when the storm comes. So I'm going to tell you for free, you need to start having all those difficult conversations, especially divorce. Very, very important. Talk about it with your friends, talk about it with your spouses, talk about it with your husband, and get to see how you guys could work it out. Find out their breaking point. Find out that thing that you feel that you're going to do that is going to get to that point of them saying, I don't want to get married again. So I thought I should throw in more light to my lovers on divorce, because the rampage of divorce is getting so much on the streets. Even those who said, God forbid, are divorced. Even the celebrity couples that we always look up to and do, are divorced. Not because they plan to divorce, but because life happened. So you need to start planning so that life don't take you unawares. As I come your way next time, and I remain Okoro Blessing in Kiruka, popularly known as Blessing C, your number one certified relationship and mental expert. As I come your way next time, bringing you so much educative, entertaining, and intellectual relationship and marital content. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's where we have all the content. And don't forget, we also have an office right here in Lagos State. You can walk into our office for relationship counseling, marriage counseling. You don't even have to have a problem before you come and visit a therapist. No, you can actually visit a therapist even if you don't have a problem. They help guide you emotionally. I love you guys and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Mwah. So we need to start having these difficult conversations. When you get into a relationship, you need to start asking your partners. Most times people make it look as if there's a special person or there are special people that God kept to be suffering. No, nobody wants to fail. Nobody wants to divorce. Nobody even wants any negative thing to happen to them. But it's part of life. You need to start having these difficult conversations with your partners so that when it comes, it won't be that hard. The difference is, when you don't talk about things like divorce, when it comes, it's strange. Yes, but when you talk about it and it comes, it is something that people have recognized. It is easy for you guys to walk it over. That's the truth. And that's what I always say. Can we just stop all this God forbid, God forbid, God forbid, and begin to have these conversations? What if my husband cheats along the way? Maybe what if he cheats? Is this something you can forgive? What if this happened? What if this happened? Have those difficult conversations. Not because it's going to happen, but because it's part of life. Circumstances can make you do the things that you never planned to do. Life can move you to the direction that you did not plan that you're going to go. So it's good to have all those conversations and prepare your mind for it so that when it comes, it doesn't throw you off balance. One thing is that because of most people don't have this kind of conversation, once it comes up in your marriage, it fumes, it blows, and it burns. But when you have this conversation and it starts to come, it's easy for you guys to sit down and remind yourself and say, baby, we've had this conversation. Can we work this out? Can we do this? Can we do that? Communication is very important in a relationship and in a marriage. But in Africa here, it's so funny how people forbid a particular kind of conversations. When you want to have conversations like this, people make it look as if you are an advocate of divorce. They make it look as if you don't want marriages to work. They make it look as if you want people to divorce just like you. No, this is reality. I'm a divorcee. And trust me, when I was getting married to my ex-husband, I never planned I was going to divorce. Nobody gets married and plan for divorce. That's the honest truth. But these are the things that are in front of us. We need to have this conversation because this is what is happening right now. So when you want to have this difficult conversation, people just want you to be having sweet marriage conversation, sweet altar conversation. Those things are lies. Marriage is so much work. In fact, I'm going to tell you this for free. There are more bitter moments in marriage than sweet moments. Yes, because marriage is where you walk. Marriage is where you build. Marriage is where you till the soil. In fact, if you're married, you begin to enjoy your marriage when your children have grown up. You don't enjoy marriage in the first 5, 6, 7, 8 years. You can start enjoying marriage in the next 15 years. By the time you have planted and it has germinated and it's now time for you to pluck. Marriage is sweet when the things you have planted is due for plucking. That's when you begin to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So when you're going into marriage, you need to change this mindset that you're going to enjoy. You are going to walk. You're going to till the soil because what you plant is what you pluck. If you don't plant anything, you're not going to get anything. You're gonna get out of that marriage empty-handed.